Imagine if you could travel at the speed of light. What would you see? Where would you go? And how would it change our understanding of the universe? The dream of light-speed travel has tantalized scientists and sci-fi enthusiasts alike for generations. It's a concept that defies our current understanding of physics, yet holds the promise of unimaginable exploration and discovery. One speculative yet somewhat plausible mechanism for achieving this is the Higgs distortion drive, a technological marvel that could potentially bend the laws of physics in our favor. By manipulating the Higgs field, reducing a spacecraft's mass to zero, and synchronizing internal and external fields, we could theoretically propel ourselves across the cosmos at the speed of light. Of course, this would require advancements in energy sources, navigation, structural integrity, and life support systems that are currently beyond our grasp. But let's plunge into the realm of imagination and science to explore the components of the Higgs distortion drive. First up, we have the Higgs field modulator, the heart of our drive. Now, this isn't your grandma's kitchen blender. This beauty generates and controls a distortion field that effectively reduces the mass of our spacecraft to a big fat zero. How does it do this? Well, let's dive into the world of speculation. Imagine a device that harnesses the power of advanced quantum field technology, extrapolating the properties of the elusive Higgs boson. This is the particle that gives things mass, remember? So, with a bit of quantum jiggery-pokery, we're manipulating the Higgs field at a level so minute, it's like threading a needle with a strand of a spider's web. This process, of course, is currently unknown in physics, but hey, we're in the realm of sci-fi, so we're allowed to dream. Our modulator uses this technology to create an outer Higgs distortion field around the spacecraft. This field, in a manner of speaking, pulls the wool over the universe's eyes, making it believe our spaceship has no mass. It's like the universe's scales have been tampered with, and our spaceship appears to weigh nothing at all. So, in essence, we're tricking the universe into thinking our spaceship has no mass. Clever, isn't it? Next, let's talk about the quantum entanglement core. This is what keeps everything inside the spaceship feeling normal. Imagine being on a ship that's massless, zipping through space at light speed. Sounds exciting, right? But what if I told you that inside the spaceship, you'd feel as if you were just chilling at home on a Sunday afternoon? That's the magic of the quantum entanglement core. This ingenious piece of sci-fi tech works by synchronizing the ship's internal field with the normal Higgs field, thus maintaining a stable environment inside the ship. Picture it as a bubble of normality in the middle of a universe where the rules are being bent. It's like hosting a calm tea party while a storm rages outside your window, but you're completely unaffected. How, you ask? Well, that's the beauty of quantum entanglement. It's like having your own personal bubble of normality in a sea of massless chaos. Now, where do we get all the energy to power these systems? Let's discuss the energy source. In our sci-fi context, we're looking at some pretty advanced options. Could we harness zero-point energy, that hypothetical form of energy that exists in the fabric of space-time itself? Or maybe we'll go the Star Trek route and use an antimatter reactor, where matter and antimatter annihilate each other to release an enormous amount of energy. But let's not forget about fusion power. It's the process that lights up the stars, after all. Perhaps we'll have a compact fusion generator humming away in the engine room, converting hydrogen into helium and producing a colossal amount of energy in the process. These are all speculative, of course, and go beyond our current technological capabilities, but who knows what the future has in store, so we've got the power. But how do we control it all? That's where the field transition buffer comes in, our conductor of cosmic symphony. Imagine it as a maestro, carefully orchestrating the transition between two distinct Higgs fields, one a realm of masslessness, and the other the familiar world of weight and gravity. It's not as simple as flicking a switch. Oh no. This is a delicate dance of quantum mechanics, a ballet of bosons, if you will. The buffer utilizes an intricate system of field dampeners and regulators. It's a balancing act, ensuring a smooth transition between the two fields and preventing any catastrophic quantum hiccups. This might involve the use of exotic materials or principles of field dynamics yet to be discovered. It's a bit like trying to juggle whilst riding a unicycle on a tightrope. But with the buffer in place, we can do the cosmic cha-cha between normality and masslessness with ease. But who's steering this ship? Enter the navigation and control system. This isn't your grandpa's GPS, folks. This system is the conductor of our symphony of light-speed travel, directing each piece to play in perfect harmony. At its heart is an advanced artificial intelligence, fused with quantum computing. This AI maestro is tasked with the monumental job of calculating complex field dynamics required for light-speed travel. It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube while riding a roller coaster, blindfolded. The AI also navigates the spacecraft through the infinite expanse of the cosmos at warp speed. It's not just about going fast, it's about knowing where you're going. And in space, you can't just pull over and ask for directions. This system is like the world's best chauffeur, driving you through the universe while you sit back and enjoy the view. With this, we're not just shooting off into space like a cosmic pinball. Now, how do we keep our ship from falling apart at light speed? That's the job of the structural integrity field. Picture this, you're driving your car at unimaginable speeds, and the last thing you want is for it to disintegrate into a cosmic confetti, right? This is where our structural integrity field comes in to save the day. This little marvel maintains the integrity of the spacecraft under the unimaginable stresses of light-speed travel. Think of it as a molecular superglue, holding everything together when the speedometer goes off the charts. How does it work, you ask? Well, it could possibly employ advanced materials science or even nanotechnology to reinforce the ship's molecular structure. It's a bit like giving our spaceship an invisible, super strong exoskeleton. It's all quite speculative, of course, but hey, who doesn't love a bit of imaginative extrapolation? This makes sure our spaceship doesn't end up as a cosmic pancake. Last but definitely not least, we have the safety and life support systems. No matter how fast we're zipping through the cosmos, we've got to ensure our spaceship is more than just a high-tech tin can. It needs to be a home, a survival capsule, a sanctuary in the vast, cold expanse of space. Imagine systems so advanced they operate independently of the Higgs fields, maintaining a breathable atmosphere, regulating temperature, recycling water, and even producing food. Perhaps we could have a bioengineered ecosystem, a little bubble of Earth complete with plants and bacteria working in harmony to recycle waste and provide oxygen. And let's not forget about safety. With advanced AI and nanotechnology, we could have automatic damage control systems, able to seal off sections, extinguish fires, or repair breaches. Safety and life support, folks, truly the unsung heroes of our light-speed dream. After all, what good is a light-speed spaceship if it can't keep its passengers alive and well? Now, as exciting as all this sounds, we must remember the limitations and considerations. Remember, we're talking about near-light speeds here, folks. You know, the kind of speeds where your wristwatch starts acting like it's had one too many cups of coffee. Yes, we're talking about relativistic effects like time dilation. We might need to develop some new theories or systems to address this, or at the very least, a really good alarm clock. Then there's the small matter of navigating at light speed. Avoiding collisions with space debris or, heaven forbid, other objects becomes a significant challenge. We may need some sort of predictive modeling, exotic sensors, or, let's be honest, a very comprehensive insurance policy. And let's not forget about the elephant in the room, the energy requirements. Even in this speculative scenario, the energy needed for such a drive is immense. We're not talking about a couple of AA's here. We'd need a highly advanced and efficient power source, something on the level of a zero-point energy extractor, an antimatter reactor, or a compact fusion generator. And folks, that's not something you can just pick up at your local hardware store. While the Higgs distortion drive is purely speculative, it's a fascinating concept that sparks our imagination and pushes the boundaries of our understanding.